while you were gaming. And as I'm recording this, I'm also playing on the background a gameplay video of Worms. And this is a match I play on PS3 system.
Yes, sir!
Well, that's all valid, and let's get on with the topic. I was about to talk about a recent, quite substantial geopolitical event that happened just last month, in fact. There was an attempted coup in Turkey.
Yes, sir!
Let that sink in. Turkey is one of the major NATO countries. It serves as a cultural bridge between Europe and Middle East. It's right next to our neighbors. On the European side is Greece. Up north there's Black Sea, and then there's Ukraine. To the south there's Syria, where there's war going on. And so it could be called a major geopolitical node in the map between East and the West, the opposing factions, the Western side, European Union, United States, NATO countries, and the other side is Russia, China, BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. So those are the axes, and
yes, sir!
During the last 5 years, Turkey has played for both sides. So Turkey, as an NATO country, has played ball with both sides, and as it turns out, Turkey has been also helping the rebels and Daesh and all the other terrorist groups operate in Syria. They've been adamant at toppling the Assad regime, and ever since they've been on quite good terms with Russia before Russia started its own strategic intervention in Syria last year. So there was a major turning point in events concerning Syria, which led to the deterioration of Russian and Turkish foreign relations, so to say, with the downing of a Russian fighter in Syrian airspace. And it was a major point. There was sanctions between the country, and the diplomatic relations were in a way severed, and the Russians exposed the Turkish dealings with the ISIS or Daesh terror groups and all the other Al-Qaeda affiliates, Al-Nusra and other kinds as well. So that was all exposed within these last years. So that's the basic picture, and as Turkey was a loyal NATO ally and supporting the West's ambitions in Syria in toppling Assad in these proxy Islamic terror groups, Free Syrian Army, and so other kinds of things. There was also the Turks had their own internal ambitions. The leader of the country, Erdogan, and his party is trying to achieve total power within the country and trying to crush all the opposing parties. But that's But that's just the story behind all this. But as I started earlier, there was an attempted coup middle last month in July. It's been almost a month ago now, and all the supposed and alleged conspirators and all of their affiliates are being purged right now from press and government officials and army and all those kinds of things. And this would be indeed be the Fethullah Gulen faction, which is one of the Islamist groups within the Turkey power structure that is currently still in US protection since the 90s Clinton administration. So
Surprise!
there's all kinds of enemies there, like drug running and terrorism and all other kinds of stuff.
Whoops!
Then Turkey has Turkey has several problems. They have the
Special delivery!
kind of the Kurdish uprising in the eastern parts of the country. That's also
Yes, sir!
one of the reasons there are so many terror attacks within the country. Some of these attacks are perpetrated, of course, by the terror groups they are protecting and assisting. On the other hand, that there are the Kurdish terror groups trying to oppose the Erdogan government and the Turkish government by all means necessary. And then there's of course the possibility of these false flag attacks, which I guess at this point have served all the usefulness, and now the tide is turning, so to speak, when Russia and Turkey are indeed now closing the wound that occurred some time ago, and they are looking forward to mending their relations, and Turkey seems to be heading, if not directly out of NATO, but NATO. And it's a delicate situation, and United States.
Surprise!
It is to be believed at this point that a certain faction within the United States power structure was supporting this supposed Gulenite coup attempt. But that's so far what we got here. It's another major turning point in the Middle Eastern policy and geopolitics and the Syrian war, which has been going on for several years now, and now it should be. It is interesting to see that Turkey is seemingly ready to abandon NATO. United States is moving its nuclear arms to Romania, which is a clear sign that something's happening, even though it's not yet acknowledged. Then there's other kinds of things. The ties between United States and Turkey are not the best, since Turkey is requesting United States to hand over the main man behind the coup, Fethullah Gulen, who is currently residing.
Surprise!
He has an asylum in the United States. And over the last few weeks, there's been meetings between the Turkey, Erdogan and Putin in St. Petersburg.
Brilliant! I'm gonna get you. Fatality!
During these last few days there seemed to be some kind of agreement between Turkey, Iran and
Brilliant!
Russia
I'm gonna
about
First blood! Here's some more!
about peace in Syria. So on the one hand it's promising, on the other hand it's
I'll get you!
things seems to be coming to a close in Syria, more or less. ISIS and the other terror groups are losing area near Aleppo. It's only a matter of time before all the funds and arms are cut off.
Ouch!
At this point, Turkey was one of the major players that funded and
Yes, sir!
provided aid to these terror groups.
Play with this! Ow!
But with this
Ow! Ow!
new turn of events, it seems that Turkey will stop aiding these
Yes,
groups
sir!
and they'll have a much harder time and defeating the Syrian army. But at this point as well, it is not to say that Turkey is heading to wrong direction. I think there's been suppressing of freedom and people's rights and altogether dissent. So it is not to say, it is quite clear that the Turkish government is authoritarian, but so far its Western allies have neglected this fact and tried to cover it up, and even so as the Turks are slipping towards the east in a geopolitical sense, you will see more and more Turkey vilified in the Western corporate media. So that's going to be one of the major points you'll probably notice if you start to look at things. The tone has been quite restrained until the last few months when if in fact Turkey does decide to abandon Nato, it turns into one of the countries in the axis of evil, so it'll changing sides will have a abrupt effect on their image in the West, and it will be harder to try to integrate Turkey into the European Union, which is, I guess it's a doomed endeavor at this point, with all the immigration and all the scheming behind that project. There's going to be hell of a lot to pay if for some reason European countries will allow Turkey with its authoritarian mindset to proceed with the supposed membership of the European Union, at least in some sense. They might get some of the benefits, but it's more likely to be the result of a blackmail instead of any real accommodation to the terms of trying to become a more civilized society and with more so to speak, Western values instead of openly authoritarian,
Yes, sir.
like other countries.
Hurry.
So the West and Europe would prefer more of a veiled authoritarian approach with a preface of a democracy and human rights and all that kind of stuff we are familiar with, and not a one-party totalitarian fundamentalist
Totally brilliant.
approach. But
Yes, sir.
that's something else to consider, but I just want to bring this to your attention. If you are considering Turkey, it's not, at this point, it's not a safe place to visit. Within this last year, or the couple of years, there's been a rise in terror attacks in tourist attractions and other places. So until the situation in Syria and around the region
Yes, sir.
stabilizes, I would recommend avoiding Turkey. There's still a lot of dirty laundry to wash, and the country is going to have some hard time in front of it, but I hope eventually these I'm quite optimistic about the future still. Thanks for watching.